And ladies and gentlemen, let me be the first to welcome you all back to the Railine here at Tulsa as we intercepted this eastbound Z train heading towards either Atlanta, St. Louis, Kansas City, Memphis, or even Chicago. As the Z train, which is a high priority intermodal, proceeds eastbound down the hill of Tulsa in that direction. The original plan was to intercept this train in Tulsa, but decided later that it was too late as my EOT was going off very crazily as I was coming off of work, and settled for what I caught here in Tulsa. However, there is another train sitting at Tiger Siding just east of us that will be heading in our direction very shortly. So enjoy the rest of the catch here as we begin to intercept for this westbound that's coming in our direction soon.
No metaphors, nothing like that. I'm keeping it straight to the point. Channel mode.
Oh, it's a me. And here comes our westbounder H train, or a priority manifest unit, as it proceeds to enter the city and into Cherokee Yard. If you look closely at the second C44-9W locomotive, you can see some remnants that the locomotive was once a war bonnet, especially under the cab window, with much of the red and the silver paint remaining. Even on these back roads here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they're still pretty busy, especially during rush hour. I was here on the middle of a Thursday on one of my days off of Delta Airlines, as I just got off of work earlier and was going to go to cargo later on that evening, so I had a couple hours to chill and see how many trains I could catch. We took our equipment east of here and went to our usual home spot here in Tulsa, Oklahoma to see what else we can catch, and it was a call home because of what was leading in this Z train. Believe it or not, this was the first ever BNSF unit that was able to identify due to listening to the scanner on the radio, because they were asking for another crew pack when they got into Cherokee Yard, and they identified themselves as a Z as in Zulu train, which on the BNSF roster scale, that would be a high priority intermodal, which would be carrying UPS equipment as well as FedEx, Costco cars, and JB Hutt, as you'll see on normal Norfolk Southern trains as well. And I can absolutely identify that that train has come right from Atlanta. I tried to catch one more train because it was right on the heels of that Z train, and I happened to catch another H train heading westbound into the yard of Cherokee. And to my surprise, there was a whole bunch of interesting cars aboard. Take a look for yourself. I was actually surprised that BNSF actually put a DPU on this train, considering its size and its weight, which most of the cars were pretty empty, especially the grain and the tank cars, which weren't showing any hazmat material aboard or any material at all. Enjoy our next bonus feature, as you'll be able to recognize these few identical places that you've seen in my other videos as well, especially from when I used to live back in the DMV. Enjoy. I decided a while ago that on Halloween, I was too far along from home, and I decided to come back for the weekend of Halloween to hang with everybody, party, relax, and take a little break from work. Guess it's been too long since I've seen my Railine 9 and all my other friends, as CSX Q372-29 welcomes me back home to the DMV with some interesting cars aboard, and racing Mark P879, which you'll see here in a minute.
Head 2 are clear. Rail number 3, Cherokee, Cherokee, Frederick. 3 dispatcher. Jacksonville is. Hey, I got Q372 crossing over at East Brunswick here in just a minute. Probably get bad signals coming up there, but one eastbound about to go through the crossovers. Head at East Brunswick, over. Dispatcher Jacksonville.
Let me just explain something really fast. You guys have no idea how good it is to hear my regular train symbols that I can identify and easily know, besides trying to guess what train is what, especially when it comes to Z, H, whatever kind of trains I'm being in this territory. I like dealing with my CSX Q372 and all the other trains so I can easily identify and know what's what, where it's going to and from, and most importantly what type of train it is. This was not the last train, but the last train I saw was with my Railine 9 crew, as well as a couple other people like Railfan Mike and Kevin Ross themselves, as W033, which is a maintenance move that came from Cumberland, Maryland, and is now terminating at Brunswick. As you can see, it's passing its sister, which is another manifest train, this time being pulled by a Jeep, is now being pulled by CW44AC, as she slowly pulls into Brunswick with a restricting signal.
What am I looking at?
Hi y'all. Don't know y'all.
What is this? Yeah! I can do it too, can I? Oh my goodness. It's Wario, that's and our lovely captain is back, y'all, boys.
At least I got a picture of the beam.
No, I mean, you don't really see the MOW box part anymore.
Never seen any final box.
I've seen plenty of those.
I've seen it.
That's not the one I thought it was.
Oh, the Conroe boxcar I see.
F? What?
They had an older one that was family system lines.
Hey, dude, look, Southern Coastline, SCL.
There you go, Seaboard.
Old Conroe boxcar.
And that's all I have today in this featured video here as we discover some BNSF and CSX territory as I go on both of my stopping grounds, which is back home and my other home. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe as I will subscribe back. Have any questions down below, feel free to ask. Till next time, this is Cherokee Productions. We's out here.